120-foot mast at Dodford near Daventry was built in 1950 and used for broadcasting the third programme on medium wave. Its service years ended in October 1978, when the new long-wave medium wave plan made the transmitter redundant. A new use was sought for the mast, but all the proposals were rejected, and with the prospect of expensive maintenance costs, a decision was taken early in 1984 to scrap it. ACED Structural Section undertook to plan and complete the work, and the project engineer was Kevin Kennedy. Early in the planning, it was decided that the most economic way to remove the mast was to demolish it after having first saved the stay insulators, which are no longer made. A contract was placed with Eve Construction for the safe removal of the insulators and the demolition and clearance of the mast and its adjacent building. The demolition had to take into account two important factors. First, that the mast was articulated at approximately 2/3 of its height, and normal demolition methods would probably cause it to fall unpredictably. Secondly, the Dodford site is close to the Daventry HF station, presenting the possibility of radio frequency pickup, which could cause premature detonation with conventional ignition systems. The key to the solution of the first problem was to use dart cord, an explosive linear cutting charge. This produces a cutting action on plate steel, which would enable several of the stay linkage plates to be cut simultaneously. The second difficulty was overcome by using a non-electrical chemical detonation system. The explosive subcontractor on the project was Barry Lowe. Several weeks before the date of the demolition, a field test was organised at Dodford to check the system. Dart cord charges were attached to a number of steel plates, similar to those forming the stay linkage plates, and connected together with a network of fuses.
Ready when you are.
Having made his final adjustments, Barry Lowe lit the fuse and retired. The test had proved that the system would work. Each steel plate had been cleanly cut into two, and with a successful test, all was now prepared for the real thing.
How are you going to set the cord up? I'm going to light a fuse. Yeah. It's a long, slow burning fuse. It'll be a slow burning fuse. What I've done, when I've got everything set up, I'm going to pace myself out to get over there, and then I'll put a fuse on that allows me to get back to that point. Yeah. You know, without having to run. You know, so until I've actually got all the cords out in a line, you know, you might be talking about something like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah. For me to get back over there, you see. It burns from the inside. Yeah. But it's like a shockwave that travels through the chemical inside it. There's a chemical inside it, you see. That's an hollow tube.
It's not a burn as such, as you see.
No. Yeah. Or if it was midnight and you set those off, it'd look like a neon light going off. Yeah. You know.
And that's the stuff that's 2,000 metres per second.
That's it. This side explosive fires that way. Yeah. That side fires towards it and the meat in the middle. Yeah. So what they actually do, they turn this metal downwards, they turn it like a plasma. And as it's travelling downwards, it burns its way through and it bites its way through the metal.
Oh, does it? I see.
And then following on to that, you've got the shock wave of the blast itself, which gives you that route. Yeah. So
what it does look like a burn.
What it doesn't do, you know, if it doesn't actually chop its way through, the pressure waves that are following it shear it. Yeah. We're only talking about
you've got one.
Just over a pound of explosive in the whole lot.
Amazingly small.
The biggest explosive will be is in the line that's going to set them off. There'll be more explosive in the line to set them off than in the cutting charges. Every system's duplicated, and I'm going to wire them all together so once one goes off, the first one to go off
is going to take the rest.
Take them off.
Yeah. And are they in fact going to do any pull in the opposite direction?
Yeah, they have done. They've got a line on there, you see. What we've done, the slack this side off, and they've took the top over about 2 foot. Now it's got a lean on that way now. Put it 2 foot. Just over 2 foot. Yeah. Circuit will be the same all the way through. Every line will be duplicated, right the way back to where I light it. But I only light it with one match. So that's the only place it won't be duplicated.
The mast took 22 seconds to collapse, falling along the planned line and with the top articulated section staying with the bottom for most of the descent. With everything going to plan, the demolition was a success, but it was the end of an era for the Dod mast. And with contractors moving in to cut up and remove the wreckage, there would soon be no trace left of this former landmark.